There's just something really primitive about getting on the water with a boat and a paddle, propelling yourself, or letting the river take you downstream. I mean, people have been doing that for thousands of years. The technology's improved a little bit, but for me, there's still something really primitive about that. It's just a way to recharge and kind of reset for me. People have always been drawn to water, whether it's drinking water, recreation. We're no different than those that came before us. At the most basic level, water is the most important thing for us, the fish, the wildlife. So what we do on the National Forest is try to provide the best protection we can to preserve those downstream uses. The way I like to think about it is healthy forest equals healthy streams and clean water. Forest health work could include anything from forest thinnings to prescribed burnings to stream bank restoration work. All that work together helps produce and maintain that clean water.
As a drinking water utility, we have to look at it broad scale, not just protecting our pipes and protecting our treatment plants. We've really got to think about when that water drop falls out of the sky, how do we start protecting it? Everything in the watershed and everything in those forests acts as a protection barrier for that water drop. It falls out of the sky, flows across the landscape into the nearest stream and ends up in our reservoir. We have to take that level of protection all the way through, and our forests play a huge role in that. Central Arkansas water averaged about 300 acres burned a year, and that was it. But we owned so much land and saw the benefits of it that we really needed to scale that up. And so this year we hit 2,500 in 1 month. This is really our desired condition. These native understory plants have everything that they need to grow. They've got sunlight coming through the canopy. They're able to uptake nutrients and water that runs across the forest floor. Every one of these plants under here helps act as a filter for the water before it ever gets over to the lake. The same water that's on this planet is the same water that's always been here. And we have to take care of it because we've got a growing population that is going to thrive on water. That's why we do this.
As far as the way we approach management, there are areas that have had some damage in the past that need restoration. That can be true of our forests, also of our waterways and rivers. Rivers are interconnected systems, and where we have culverts or dams or other structures that have broken that connectivity to where fish can't pass, or places that have had roads too close to the stream that have eroding stream banks, those can have big impacts to the condition of a watershed. We find the places that our rivers are most vulnerable, and we put our attention to that.
Getting a few different species, that's good.
We've done some stream restoration just upstream of this site. We had a badly eroding bank, and it was affecting the habitat condition quite a bit. With more simplified habitat, you have less types of fish that can make it in that section of the stream. And so where we've done the restoration work, we're seeing the spaces between the rocks, the habitats are there. We're starting to see a good diversity of species. The diversity that we see in that community is the indicator of whether or not we have been successful with the habitat restoration work.
Green sunfish and 3 long-eared.
Wedge spot shiner, northern hogsucker, 2 of them. This was steel color shiner, juvenile smallmouth bass.
This is a long-eared sunfish. The slender mad tom. It's one of 13 mad tom species we have in Arkansas. This is actually 3 different species of minnows. A lot of diversity in this family in Arkansas. What's happening upstream and downstream is really important. So it really requires kind of watershed-wide solutions and working with partners and working with other people and educating people about how to take care of those systems. What's happening way up in the headwaters is going to have implications way downstream. So it's all really connected.
It's easy to think of ourselves as separate from what we're finding in these streams and these forests surrounding them. It's easy to think of the forest as something different than the stream, but for me, it's all connected and it's a web that we are just part of.